Hi Flomies and Fays, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be covering the pizza toss. The move that everyone sees and wants to try out, the move that everyone struggles with in the beginning, but trust me, once you get it, it'll become muscle memory. So let's work on it. All right guys, I've adjusted the angle so that you can really see what I'm doing up here with the Flowstar. Now the first thing we need to talk about is how you even get your star up there. There's a couple of ways. If you saw my previous tutorial about weaves and you've been practicing your horizontal weave, that's one way to get it up there. But if you're not quite comfortable with that yet, that's okay. There's other ways. The first one I want to teach is definitely going to be the easiest, and it's going to be the fundamental for your taps. So what you want to do is pick a hand, and you're going to twist it all the way either inwards or outwards. The direction you twist your hand is going to affect the direction of your star, whether that's going to be clockwise or counterclockwise. I spin counterclockwise most comfortably myself, but I recommend learning it both ways so that way your tricks become more fluid in the future. But either way, pick a direction, and you're going to want to feel that twist as far as you can get your wrist to go, and then you're going to fling it outwards and reset. Fling it outwards and reset. You're just going to start with your hand under your star like this, get that twist, and then let it rip. That's one way to get it up there. The other way I like to do is grab your star by two opposite points. You're gonna bring it up above your head, twist, kind of like you're throwing your X up, and then you're gonna let it rip like a Beyblade. So grab, twist, let it rip. That's two of the other ways you can get into your toss. Now that you know how to get into your toss, how the heck do you keep it up there? Well, let me show you. So remember that twist that we were talking about? You're gonna wanna do that with both of your hands. You're gonna basically, it's called a tap. You're just gonna tap back and forth while you're doing that twist with your hands. It's gonna look a little something like this. You got me doing things I never thought I'd do. Now the key here is to practice keeping your star on the same plane in front of you. It's a lot like juggling. If you're throwing your balls every direction, you're not going to be able to catch them the same every time. So, practice keeping your star directly above you in one spot. You don't want to be all over the place, because then you're going to be chasing your star all over the place, and it's going to be a lot harder for you. You might be a little wonky at first. I totally was. It's totally fine. But once you kind of got the hang of that, you're going to want to maybe go for the one-handed taps. You're really aiming for the middle of your star. And as you just so you know, you can see, I'm kind of giving it a little push to launch it off of my hand. Now, once you feel like you're ready for it, let's try the one finger spin. So you've got it up in the air, you're spinning it, you're doing your one-handed tap. Aim for the middle and just go for one finger. If you want to, you can go for two fingers. You can use your middle finger, you can use your pointer finger, however it's most comfortable to you. But you want to aim as close to the middle as possible. If you don't hit the middle of your star, that's totally okay, because you need to keep up the momentum of it moving anyway. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to follow the center of your star. If this is dead center, where the seams intersect, right, you're not going to have to move your hand very much to keep it in motion. So let's see. See, I'm about dead center, and I'm barely moving my finger to keep it moving. It is actually harder the more centered you are. If you're slightly off center, it's gonna make it a little easier to keep up the motion. Because what you're really doing is you're following the circumference of wherever you've touched. If your finger lands here, you're basically gonna be moving your hand in a circle around this big. Say your finger lands all the way out here, your arm's gonna be moving in a bigger circle. So here we go. We're just a little off center and we're moving our arm just a little bit in a little bit of a pendulum to keep it moving. But if I say land it all the way out here, my arm has to really go in a wide circle to keep it up. So essentially, the farther from center, the farther your arm is going to have to move in a circle to keep it going. Now that you understand the physics of the one finger spin, the two-handed taps, the one-handed taps, getting it up in the air, it's really just about building your comfort and your muscle memory for it. Looking at the star is extremely helpful. Looking away might actually mess you up until it's, full muscle memory inside of your body. But don't get discouraged as you go along. It took me a while to get to this point. It takes most people a while to get to this point. Keep working at it. Keep practicing. Spin while you're watching TV. Flow around the house while you're just chilling and bored. It'll really build it up well and it'll help. Challenge if you want to jump from one finger to another. Practice passing it back and forth. And like I said, always, always, always practice both directions. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope this was helpful for you. Once again, it's something that you just got to practice, practice, practice. But I can't wait to see you guys all progress. Happy flowing. Yeah, you're mine for sure.